welcome to Homekeepers. Oh, it's such a privilege to have you with us today, and hope everything's going just wonderfully in your life, and glad that you joined us. Is this your first time? If so, welcome, welcome, welcome. And every day I say it, I know it, but I want those regular wonderful viewers out there who support us and pray for us and love us. I just want you to know every single day how much we do appreciate it. I think you're going to like this program a lot. There's only one Mark Lowry in the world, and certainly in Christendom, and he has been a blessing on so many, many levels. And people like to laugh at his jokes and his antics, but actually I've learned, talking to a lot of people, that comedians are some of the more serious ones, and Mark has a depth to him that I think you'll see some of it today, but it's come out in some of his music and so forth, and it's just great fun to sit down with this guy. So I got to do that a few weeks ago, and I'm going to show you that interview today. I'm also going to join Stephanie. We're making savory chicken squares. Oh, I just want you to watch it, and I think you'll want to do it yourself. It's just a real nice little innovation, putting a few things together, and makes a nice presentation. A lot of places you could go with this recipe. Before I join her, though, we are viewer supported, and actually all television is viewer supported. As I've said before, in this program we just kind of cut out the middleman, and you send that support directly to a ministry that I hope will be a blessing to you. We've been on the air a long time, and we so appreciate every single dime that our viewers have brought and to keep it on the air. And so if you like to give by credit card, if that's the way you keep a record, 1-800-229-0059, or you'll see the address on your screen, which is Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. And thank you in advance. I'm over here with Stephanie now.
Yes.
And we're going to give him a surprise. We should say that, pull this out of the trash, that these, you took two of them and
right, when you unroll the
them
crescent
together.
rolls, you can make
Yeah.
squares.
So you make a rectangular out of it.
Yep.
And she's kind of creaming up some cream cheese.
Yep, so I have 3 ounces,
3
of
ounces,
cream
just
cheese,
a little bit.
And then I have 3 tablespoons of butter. We're just going to mix that up
And
together.
we took chicken breasts and baked them ahead of time, so they shred really, really
You
good.
thought you burnt them,
I thought I had burned them
but they're
because
yummy.
these baked 2 hours and scared me to death. I pulled them out and I started, man, they were so tender and moist, and they fell apart, but I did have them covered, so I learned something.
So
you
that's
cannot overcook chicken, can you?
That's 2 cups of chicken, and then we have salt
All kinds
and
of
pepper,
stuff.
and we have 2 tablespoons of milk,
That's to just kind of bind it together.
and then we have a tablespoon of chopped onions.
Chopped onions, or chives, even better.
Oh, let's get it all. Got the flavor.
And pimentos, that one kind of surprised me.
Yeah, tablespoon of pimentos. And you just mix that all up.
And then you put it in here, and she makes it kind of a little
like
pocket
little
out.
gifts.
Yeah, it is. It's like a gift wrapped. And when you see one, you will see why, as earlier in the program I said there's a lot of possibilities with this. I see a ladies' brunch with a good fruit salad,
Oh yeah,
and then a big piece of cheesecake.
and a cheesecake. And you just take the 4 corners and you bring them up and you seal them. And they'll see when we bring them out of the oven how cute they are. And then you put a little butter on them.
Yeah. Do we have a brush?
We don't, but I'll use my fingers.
We do have a good brush. We'll have to find it.
Yeah. So you just put the butter.
Just, if you have a pastry brush, it would be easier.
That would be nice. Oh, if only we had a pastry brush. No.
she's shameless. What she was just doing is to try to coerce one of our wonderful viewers.
And then these are breadcrumbs. You could use chopped up croutons, but these are seasoned breadcrumbs.
This is what they look like.
Look at those. Aren't they cute?
They're really pretty big. But,
and then you just bake them for 25 minutes, 350.
And this is something you could certainly do ahead of time and put it in the fridge. There you go.
Ooh, it smells good. It's like a pot pie almost in a...
Yeah, it is. It tastes a lot like a... Huh?
That's hot.
Oh, hot.
Oh, but that's good.
Very, very, very
Tasty.
tasty.
Yep.
That was the word I was looking for. Oh, did we tell them that this is... Look at that beautiful pan. It's one of our viewers sent in.
We have lovely viewers.
Yeah, we really do.
Like it's my show now.
Hey, come on board, honey.
Hey.
I've been doing this so long. I'm just glad to have you. Okay, if you want this recipe, and I think you do, have your kids help you make it. Have your little girl help you make it. It's a fun type recipe. That information is coming up on your screen, and then you will see the conversation I had with Mr. Mark Lowry. It was a delight.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, please send your request along with a gift of $5 or more to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758.
Okay, Mark, last time you were on my program,
Yes.
you were in a lot of pain from that motorcycle accident.
Oh, wow.
And I know my viewers want to know how you're
That
doing.
was about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing good. The leg, they filled me up with dead people. Did I tell you about that?
Yes.
I got cadaver bones, and I worry about, I hope they were saved. Because if they weren't saved and the Lord comes back,
Is it kind
my
of
leg gonna fall out.
Is it kind of freaky just to
Well,
know
to think
that?
all these dead people are in here, it was so shattered,
I know it. It
But I got
was
a
a really
morphine
serious.
I got a morphine drip, so that helped.
Yeah.
Thank God for morphine.
Yeah. Okay, what drew you back to the Gaither Vocal Band?
Well, Bill called and told me Michael English was coming back. When I heard that, I always told him, I said, if Michael English ever comes back, you're going to have to fire somebody because I'm coming back too.
Well, Bill's always maintained incredible quality, but isn't this really, really kicked it up another notch?
Well, I hope so. I think it's fun. But I enjoyed singing with Guy. I enjoyed
Well, there's been
singing
some
with,
great ones, yeah.
Jim Murray. I think my favorite concoction of the group through the years would have been the years when it was me, Michael, Terry Franklin, and Bill. There was a short window of time where we blended like flour in a cake.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was like a family blend.
I heard somewhere that you were the connection to David Phelps when he came in.
Well,
Where did you hear him sing?
I really hadn't. What happened was I was. Oh boy, that's a day I regret. No, I'm kidding.
He's awfully good.
No, if I could live that day over. No, I was leaving Gatlinburg, driving to Nashville. I'd been with J.D. Sumner that day and just hanging out with him. And I was driving home to Nashville where I lived at the time. And David Estes from Word Records said, I just heard this guy from Dallas, he auditioned for us, but we're not going to sign him. But I think he might be good for the vocal band. I said, well, we've kind of already settled on our tenor. We'd practically hired Reggie Smith already. And so I went by and heard him, just at a piano play. And I thought he was good, but it sounded real contemporary. I didn't know if it would fit our group. That's when he was trying to do all those contemporary, they sing soft. Hey, they sing, the contemporary singers will sing like, you can't tell if they sing.
What did they say?
Yeah, you can't tell if they can sing either because it's all whispering. And so I played it for Bill. And Bill said, ask him if he can do some of our songs, just with the piano, to see what he'd sound. And when I heard The King Is Coming, and I heard him go high, and I asked him, I said, how high do you go? He said, well, I don't like to go higher than an E. Now, do you know how high
Yes,
that
I
is?
know how high it is.
Which he hates to hear me say that now because it's kind of haughty. But it was true.
Yeah, he was being serious.
He didn't
right?
want to go higher than an E, and now he doesn't have to because he didn't go that high.
I was just wondering, are you going to be able to retire on the royalties from Mary Did You Know?
I don't know because I really don't know what it brings in. I honest to goodness don't.
Isn't that something you should know?
I probably should. I've got a group of men that watch each other.
Oh, okay.
I have an accountant and I have a financial planner, and I have a Bob Sauer. You know Bob, he's worked for me for 20 years.
I certainly have heard the name, yeah.
And Bob has proved his honesty. So,
Yeah.
they come in, we don't know how to read the statements, so we just cash the check and keep going.
Okay, last time I was with you, I made a prophecy. I'm very careful with my prophecies. So far, I'm right. I won't be stoned so far.
Good.
And that was that Mary Did You Know would truly become a standard. And as long as there's Silent Night, there's going to be Mary Did You Know. That's proving to be true. Do you know how many people have ever recorded it?
Well, I did look on iTunes one night, and they stop at 400. But they're not all, I can tell you the big artists that have done it. Michael English did it first. Kathy Mattea did it second. Kathleen Battle, the opera singer, did it third, which when I saw that, I thought, this is strange, these different genres of music. And then Kenny asked Winona to sing on his record, and she says she wouldn't do it unless they did Mary Did You Know, which has been the most popular cut of it, Kenny and Winona. And
do you want to say, Arthelene, which one's your favorite?
Which one's your favorite?
Next to yours, of course. Michael Crawford.
Really?
Phantom of the Opera.
I've heard his.
That orchestration is just lush.
I need to go out and listen.
Yeah, go listen to that again. I have learned through the years talking to people that comedians are some of the most serious people in the world. You don't want
for a boring interview.
Yeah, well, you don't want people to know that, right?
No, I do actually, because I don't consider myself a comedian. I never have. I'm a
lot of people do. Yeah. Well, I've heard you talk enough to know that you're inquisitive, certainly in theology, that kind of thing. And I was wondering, do you ever consider humor or being a comedian a ministry?
Yes, it is.
The reason I bring that up, the Bible talks about a merry heart. But there's one translation that says laughter. Does good like a medicine. And I was talking to a man this week, I know I was going to talk to you, who had lost a grandchild. And he talked about the first time he had laughed after that grief. And excuse the personal reference, but I went through several years of incredible sorrow. And I remember the first time that we were in a group and I laughed so hard I almost fell off the chair. And I thought, it was a milestone. Yeah. So,
see that a lot.
do you realize that when you and Bill get a little silly and people really laugh, that out there in that audience, there's some real ministry going on?
Absolutely. I believe that to be true. It's mentertainment. Put ministry and entertainment together, whatever that word is, because Jesus had to hold their attention. You can be given a lot of good information, but if you're boring and no one's paying attention, the information is not translating. All words are the ability for me to place ideas in your mind. That's what separates us from the animals. We can form sounds of puffs of air that form idea and transfer information from one brain to the next. And through humor, if you add humor to that, then you can woo them and you can move them, and I don't want to say manipulate them, but I guess you can that too.
Breaks down walls.
Breaks down walls. It lets the truth come in. And if you can wrap the truth in humor and lay it in their lap where they go, well, duh, and you don't rob them of the joy of discovery, I think a great song does that.
Was there a time growing up in your life, were you the class clown?
Oh, yeah.
What, from first grade on?
From the minute I was entered the womb, or exited the womb, I should say. That was me. I loved to hear people laugh. I loved it, and it got me in a lot of trouble.
I'm sure it did.
What I say, what I used to go whip for doing in church, I get paid to do now. You know.
You said something once. I'm sure you said it. That your mother said, if anybody knew that Jesus was the Son of God, Mary knew it.
Right. Well, it was virgin born.
Virgin born. Okay. Was that the genesis for the song?
Many conversations like that. And because my mother, who now has dementia, she's in the 5th stage, and she can still remember Jesus, but she doesn't remember me sometimes. But she's the one that would argue with me and wrestle with me and convinced me that Jesus was true. First of all, because she believed it so hard. I mean, she believed, and we would argue, you know, because I fell in love with the New Testament side of God, and she likes the Old Testament side. She loves the law.
Interesting conversations, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And she'd call up and say, the fear of God's the beginning of wisdom. And I'd say, but perfect love casts out fear. And then we'd hang up. And we did that a lot, and it was fun, you know. But she said to me also one time, she said, if you were being crucified in our hometown for claiming to be God, I'd be pitching a fit. I'd say he's crazy, but don't kill him. And she said, the silence of Mary at the cross is the greatest proof to her that this story is true.
Wow. There ought to be a song in there.
Because she should have been screaming. If she'd known that boy was not virgin born, if she couldn't remember the angel really, she'd made that story up. She'd be saying, hold it here. This is my baby. He isn't God. He wasn't virgin born. Don't kill him. But she didn't say a word.
She knew he'd come back.
She knew. Well, I don't know what she knew. We do know that this angel said a sword will pierce your soul. But what does that mean? It wasn't literal, obviously. But when him on that cross, a sword pierced her soul. Seeing your baby boy hang there like a mutilated dog, yeah, that's gotta hurt.
You would agree that growing up in a Christian home certainly enriched your life and put you on the right track. What was your dad like?
My dad was about that far from a coma. He only talked when he had something to say. Me and Mama talked until we had something to say. And he's very
You're not
quiet.
saying he lived in a coma.
No. He was just real laid back. He just only talked when he had something to say. But he also was a strong believer. And we had a lot of great, times in our family. We had people next door who were Assemblies of God.
Oh, my word.
And we'd stay up way into the night arguing the security of the believer. Seriously. And we all loved it. Everybody loved it. And we never came to any conclusion. But they had their scriptures and we had ours and we learned.
What are you working on right now? Any new songs?
I just wrote one that is on the new Gaither Vocal Band record. I wrote it with Jimmy Yeary. It's called Short Time Here, Long Time Gone, about life. And what else? We got a new DVD that just came out called What You Need.
Do you know, when I'm driving, sometimes I just play a song over and over and over. And one of them I have been doing that with is, I think Gaither's daughter wrote, I Know How to Say Thank You. You do a gorgeous job on that.
Thank you.
It's just,
Thank you.
It's just a thought-provoking lyric.
Well, she wrote that out of a great tragedy. Her son was nearly killed. He was hit by a car up in Nantucket. And he was like 9. He was on a bike. And so that song came from that about, I know a miracle when I see one. And I'm going to say thanks. If I do nothing else, at least let me say thanks.
To me, it was a new twist on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know how to say thank you. I know a blessing when I see one. That's
Sure.
That's so simple. We've probably all thought in those terms, but we're not poets, you know. Okay, one more question. Do you and Bill ever practice your routines?
Oh, well, they all kind of happened one night, and then you don't forget it. If it gets a laugh and it goes somewhere, like he came up to me last night and said, he said, let's do, can you believe we made it to 2012? And then I'm supposed to say, I can't believe I made it to 3rd grade. Well, that's all I had when I went there. And then from there or before that.
Does it take on a life of its own?
Yeah, it can go anywhere. Just.
A couple I thought were really funny was one where you made fun of Jake Hess. That was really good comedy. And another one, I don't remember where it was. Was it with the song Jesus on the Main Line?
Yeah, where I stick the shoe in his face.
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was just a really good comedy routine.
Yeah, shtick.
So did you know
Funny for funny's sake is what I call it. I like funny when it goes. I like humor with a punch. That humor has no punch. Doesn't go anywhere. I love taking an audience on a funny story, and before they even know what happened, you've laid them in the lap of Jesus. I call that making the turn they don't see coming. But it's so obvious when you get there that you don't have to convince anybody of anything. I'm convinced if we will just turn the light on, we don't need to preach. We don't need to cram Jesus down anybody's throat. Just turn the light on, and then everybody can see from where they're seated what they need to get. Present the buffet and turn the light on. They'll come running. I believe it.
I do too, and I think the Bible points that out.
Yeah.
Just keep the light turned on.
Keep the light turned on. You know, too many preachers, they want to keep the light out, chew the food, stumble in the dark, find the crowd, and spit it in their mouth. I don't want pre-digested food. I want to chew my own food. Just present the food and I'll chew it.
Yeah, I told you one more question a while ago, but here's the last one. I know that you and Gloria have had some real theological discussions, and how has your view of God and maybe basic theology, how has it evolved through the years? Because if it doesn't change a little bit here and there, you're not going anywhere.
It's a living, growing thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes I think the only thing they got right was his name.
Yeah.
But thank God they got that right. You know, they did get that right. I mean, now, unless we get to heaven, he's got a towel on his head, then we're all in trouble. But if he doesn't, if he's got holes in his hands rather than a towel on his head, we're in like Flynn. Because have you heard the old joke about Peter standing at the front gate and he's all upset because there's more people in heaven than are on his consensus list? Someone said Jesus is down there slipping them over the fence. You know, I just think God is a lot greater and a lot nicer. I think he tried to tell us himself when he showed up. He said, if you being evil know how to give good gifts, if your child asks for a piece of bread, would you give him a stone? If he asks for a chicken leg, would you give him a snake? Well, no. And you being humans know how to give good gifts. How much more does your Father in heaven? And he said, look at the birds, free and unfettered, not tied down to a job description, and they're careless in the care of God, and you count far more to him than birds. I love that.
That is a great place to leave it, Mark. Thank you.
Love you.
Arthelene would like you to keep the following information handy. You may contact Homekeepers by writing P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or go to www.rippy.org. Remember, we always enjoy hearing from our viewers, and we thank you for your support.
Well, it's my total privilege to bring people like Mark, like Bill Gaither to you, and you can kind of get a little bit better acquainted with them. Mark is known for the humor that he brings, but he's really a very thoughtful guy. And that, of course, helps him and enables him to write songs like Mary, Did You Know? And the great, great talent that he is. I'm glad that he gave that talent to the Lord. And it's a privilege to have him on Homekeepers once again. Let me remind you that we are viewer supported. And most of our support comes from you, the audience. Some of it comes from product, but I think most of it really comes from those who feel that this ministry is very, very important. I think if the homes of America were right, it would change absolutely everything. If fathers would be there in the home to raise their children, if young people would live pure lives and the babies would be born within the confines of holy matrimony. If you start there with the biblical standard, it's going to make all the difference in the world. And so that foundation for our nation is the home, and the foundation for the home, of course, should be Jesus Christ and his teachings. So if you believe in this kind of a ministry, and I always say if the Holy Spirit prompts you to give, I'm not a very great fundraiser, you can probably tell that, but that's fine. I'd rather do it the way the Bible lays it out. If you have that sense, that prompting to give, you can do it by credit card, calling 1-800-229-0059, or write to me at Homekeepers. That's Post Office Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. And we thank you with every fiber of our being, and I know that God will bless you for it. And I want you to just keep in mind what this program is all about. We certainly talk about mostly spiritual things, but we also talk about other things that can really help complete your life. And I hope that those are a blessing to you, because the Lord is really concerned about every part of your life, and there's a lot of instruction in the scripture to prove that. Well, we are out of time, but I hope you'll join me next time, remembering, friend, there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you would like a video copy of today's Homekeepers program for just $19.95, call 1-800-229-0059 for credit card orders, or send a gift of at least $19.95 to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. Be sure to note the program number which appears on your screen.